G'day traders, welcome to wrap up of Thursday the 23rd of February. So on this particular day we started to get the sell-offs, so we saw up until Wednesday 3 consecutive days of selling, and then Thursday all of a sudden we've headed straight back to the highs, which is what we didn't really want to see. And I guess you can see here, we really started to buy in this morning section. It came definitely as a surprise. After seeing these sellers come in, thought they might continue and have a bit of a go, especially seeing this first little bit of trend and start off the morning here. So here we are on the start of the 5-minute chart, heading down, all of a sudden looking for these 5-minute signals once we start getting a pullback. And just a note too, quite often you can see this trend here. It's quite consecutive, even though it goes through the open, and the cash market only starts from about here. Myself, I don't mind using some of the pre-market trenders as long as it's consistent. And when we got a pullback here, looking for the sellers to come back in if they wanted to, and get a sell signal around this area here. But as you can obviously see, that didn't happen. The buyers came, and they came strong. So they pushed up really heavily up here, and it's just, once again, it's just one of those days where there wasn't any, even though there's a lot of buying, there wasn't a great opportunity to get on. There was some slim chances. We got a pullback here, and this kind of area here, looking for some sort of fade or 5-minute buy to the upside, but just the pullback was just a little bit shallow. And then from there, everything here started to look like it was switching to the downside. So even though just this area here, we started to come back around and get possibly a buy signal there, it's more of a selling area. We've seen the buyers come up, have a go, have a second go, hasn't broken higher, they've stalled. All the other marks are really starting to sell off at this particular stage as well. And ES was actually the only one hanging up around near its highs. So it looked like the market was going to sell off and start looking for sell opportunities. Anything that's pushed down, maybe a quick pullback and then something continue on the sell side. But in the end, once again, that didn't eventuate. We headed back to the upside. But once we started heading back to the upside, we're still within range of this high, so it's a little bit difficult to really get anything. And then pushed up to the close. So a day where we didn't expect the buyers. A few slim chances, but just one of those type of trading days. Where it's a little bit unexpected, and it's kind of tough to really get on board with the buyers. But certainly a lot to learn from these particular days, that's for sure. And it shows that the market can do what it pleases. At the end of the day, we just got to go with the setups and go with the probability. And this is the type of day where nothing was really secure setup, so it's going to be a day of a few chances. Looking at the 1-minute chart, just have a look at the same one. So here we go, we push down, then we hit these 3 consecutive power points. So once we hit those 3 consecutive power points, looking for a retracement, one of those pullback power points, but you can see the market just didn't pull back enough, went very much sideways. This is the particular area where all of a sudden everything started to look like we wanted to switch to the downside again, and thought we might have had a bit more of a sell-off, but again it just didn't really get out of range. And you can see when you actually view it in 1-minute candles, very sideways action. That's a couple of hours there of a range that's between 2-3 points, and then just right at the end we started the push up. So very slow from this point onwards, which is 11 o'clock, which makes it tough, that's for sure. But that's a Thursday, and we'll definitely be back ready to do it all again and see what this market presents us on Friday. Speak to you guys soon.